Welcome to the Craft Beer Connoisseurs. I'm Chris.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brett. What else is producer Pete?
Hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete.
Hello over there.
But wait, guys. We have another guest today.
What?
We do.
And you know what? We are recording this via the video. So we'll post this on YouTube so you can't see him yet, but we can see him. He's here. It's a friend of the podcast. You know, a man who has not missed any of the episodes.
Except for half of this week's one.
Wow.
And we'll blame his missus on that one. So I hope the story actually holds up, because if not, you're going to be in the doghouse.
Good stuff. So you may recognize his voice from Producer Special Season 1, Episode 7. He joined us virtually that day. Today, he is in living color. He is literally actually right beside me. So please welcome to the show, Mr. Trevor Wilhelm.
Hey guys, thanks for having me back.
Yeah,
No
and
problem.
you know what? You might be familiar with his face in future episodes if he comes back, because, again, this is going to be recorded with video, so you'll get to see his mug. Sorry.
Hopefully not in a snowstorm again, but I still beat Fife, so.
True.
Hey, there's a close call on the way here.
Doesn't take much, which
That's
is
true.
funny. He said it was a close call. He had a terrible drive in.
He did, yeah.
It would have been actually probably negated if he would have left on time. He wouldn't have had that close call. So everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah, that's true.
There we go.
This is true. I'll blame my wife.
So let's get into a little bit of the intros on this one. So this producer special is actually an idea that Trevor put forward.
Which is why he's here.
Yes. Makes sense.
I just like you guys too. Give us you guys.
So our fastball, softball, pitch, pass,
Fast pitch
fastball.
softball.
That's a tongue
Fast
twister.
pitch
Yeah.
softball.
Yeah.
Whirly arm.
Yeah, Trevor plays on the same team and has for many years with myself, Brett, and producer Pete.
But Chris? No.
Nope, not me.
No, correct. No,
Super
Chris.
fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, super fan of Cereal Sting.
Yes, absolutely. I don't miss a game.
It's funny because there's been a game in the last 2 years. So you're good.
You're solid. So, actually, this kind of idea came forward. We were going to be having a team Christmas party. And so this was actually supposed to happen in December, but because of everything that went on with COVID, we couldn't have the Christmas party. And so, Trevor, do you want to kind of talk about what we're doing here?
Yeah, so the idea was originally brought forward by producer Pete. It was to get a bunch of different craft beers of your choosing and wrap them up festively in newspaper or wrapping paper, or in my
Festive newspaper. I love that.
or in my case, just put them in a bag and have you draw out of them.
I
But
should have got a Christmas newspaper. You know? Like one for like the 24th or something.
yeah, but and then it was just basically you put them under and you take from everybody takes one from the pot and you open them up and you drink them.
Yeah, I thought it was just admire them.
Yeah. You put the Christmas beers under the tree, and then later on that night, you've had several craft beers, and you end up under the tree. So
Yes.
That's the way it goes.
Happens. Been there, done that.
Drink responsibly.
And it should be said that you're also allowed to swap once throughout the game.
Yep.
So everybody would end up with 6 beers, and you're allowed to swap at any time, but you only get one.
Nice.
True.
Oh, interesting.
So there are like 6 rounds, obviously, because it's 6 beers, where each participant, again, random selects one. For the first round, you're given 10 minutes to finish your beer.
Okay, yeah.
And the time for each round slowly increases. Okay? So, math. I'm not even going to go into that. But you guys can figure it out, okay?
Yikes.
The first one takes 10 minutes. I'm going to assume the second one, maybe you get 20? No? 5? I don't know.
Yeah,
Just let,
12.
12
Yeah.
from producer
12.
Pete. Yeah.
Yeah. Math.
That's 2 more minutes than 10.
Oh, that's more than 10. Okay. Good to know.
Oh, boy.
Merry Christmas. I mean, that's where we're at here.
There you go. So, we've actually brought one beer each. We modified it, obviously, for today's producer special. So what we're doing is we've all brought a beer. So Chris, Brett, myself, and producer Pete wrapped it up in that festive wrapping, which you'll be able to see on our Instagram.
Oh, man. My wrapping is so festive.
Yeah.
I actually don't know which one is yours and which one's mine, because we did the exact same thing. So producer Pete, Chris, and myself all used the recent Canadian Tire advertisement.
Yes, it
And,
is.
I do not need tires, though. Sorry, guys.
But there could be a good deal on them.
Yeah, there
You
could
want to
Yeah, and then Brett used this pink. So we're if you didn't guess appropriately,
Literally wrapped in the parking lot.
Yeah, if you didn't guess appropriately on our Instagram, because we're gonna have this on the Instagram probably prior to the actual release. Maybe we could put it on the day before just to see. You can see if you guessed right, and then you'll find out in today's episode.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, you talked about the time frame, Brett, about that game. 10 minutes for the first beer, 12 for the second, etc. Trevor, you have to drink all 4 during this episode.
Yeah.
So have fun.
Very
I'll see if I'm
long.
not fast on that one, boys. But we'll see how many percent there are.
He looks scared.
Well, speaking of drinking beers, there, Trevor, how about you unwrap the latest deals from Canadian Tire and see what you have?
we
Let's
start
all
with the one in the
watch
pink?
Trevor intently.
Yeah. So everybody that's at home, if you got this on YouTube,
Oh, it's like Christmas all over again, boys.
That's true.
you just shook the beer up, so that
Yeah. Ooh.
could be bad.
Okay, so this one is from Third Mood Brewing. I believe that was an episode in your first season.
It was.
All Things Die. It's
Good
a double
job.
IPA, 8.1%.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I might not want to drink that
Yeah,
one.
might not want to drink that one
Do you
too
wanna-
quick.
Let's just show the people that be watching on the YouTubes as well, just so everybody has a
Good
view of that.
can and the label.
Now
is
I'm unwrapping the very nicely wrapped one here.
I think that's from Pete.
First off,
I
don't-
think it might be too.
It's disrespectful that you think that one's nicely wrapped and ours aren't, but whatever.
Okay, so this one is from Broken Rail in St. Mary's. Have you guys done that? I can't remember.
Not yet.
No,
It-
no.
it's been on a couple producer specials in terms
Yeah,
of
so this one's called Florida Sunshine. It is an American Pale Ale, 5.3%.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
appropriate for Pete. Florida
We
Sunshine.
actually had that one last year. We actually had that one last year in a growler that
did.
producer, what's his name, can't remember, brought. So we've had it before.
So this one is for another one from Railway City in St. Thomas.
No,
which
no,
I-
this is a
different
broken
one.
rail.
Broken rail,
This
and
one
it's
is a
hard.
rail in a city. Okay.
Yes. So this one's the St. Thomas one. I know you guys have done this one on the podcast. So
No,
this
we
No,
is-
that is incorrect.
No?
An avid listener, they say. Avid listener.
My bad.
We haven't had them on.
We've
before,
had beers of theirs on
Yes.
producer specials
Yes,
previously.
yes.
Oh,
which
okay.
is fair. Which is fair.
Okay.
It's fair.
We
Yeah.
haven't done a main episode.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So
I've had that one.
What's
that
it
one-
called? Say what it's called.
Big Top chocolate strawberry milk stout.
I've had that one. It was actually very, very
You
good.
It is very
go
nice.
through the percentage there at the bottom.
It's a 9%. These guys don't want me leaving here today.
Couple heavy hitters.
And the last one is Everything's Peachy Cream Ale by Old Tomorrow.
It is, yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've never heard of that.
We have
brewery.
definitely had
So-
that.
No.
Yeah, they're
No,
more like
that's a good
contract
one.
brewing.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
okay. So
you'll enjoy it.
yeah, it's 5.4%.
Very light, very
so
peachy.
Very nice.
We'll show that one
What
off
would
here.
you like to drink, Trevor?
Do you want me to kind of go through them again? So we got the Florida Sunshine, we got the Everything's Peachy Cream Ale, we've got the All Things Die Double IPA, and we've got the Big Top Imperial Chocolate.
Let's try the
Strawberry.
peachy one.
Oh, Peachy
Oh,
Keen.
well,
Peachy.
so while you pour that, producer Pete has picked beers out of Trevor's bag for us. So the one for me that Pete has, oh boy,
It's a long
You
distance.
see here?
what is that one?
Okay.
Looks like it's from Radical Road.
This is Common Good Beer
No.
Company.
Oh, Common Good, okay.
It is a Wexford Oatmeal Stout.
Oh,
And you know what? The temperature of this is not super cool,
Not too
so I think
cold.
it's actually going to be
I
perfect
think that'll be
temperature for-
enjoyable.
And I'd like to thank producer Pete, who's off camera, off to the side, because, I mean, you thought my face was bad. What you got?
And actually, producer Pete just had a recent picture taken of him a few weeks ago, too.
It's true. It's true. That's,
Oh,
that's a good
boy.
call, yeah. Oh, so there's the pour.
Yeah, yes, Trevor is pouring currently. He has finished the pour.
He's probably going to want to take a picture for his own Untapped. Trevor,
might.
take your picture of the beer and then let the people know what your Untapped is if you like.
So I'm on Untapped along with these fellas here. It's Trev Will, TREVWILH.
Yeah.
Adam, do it.
Adam
he
up.
has beers. We have beers.
For some reason, my app is not connecting to my camera, so now I just have to take individual
Oh, that's
photos.
That might be the issue of an Android, they say. And I can't say too much because I used to have Android, switched back to iPhone, and now look at me go.
So I'm going to pass this beer over to Chris here. Chris is going to get some of the information while we get some of the stuff
Oh, buddy.
from... Oh, watch the carpet.
Oh, producer
Producer
yes,
Pete,
oh,
let's see him. He may struggle a bit. He may struggle.
I think he's gonna go and maybe go to the sink on this one.
The two-dash finger with that one for sure.
Oh, that's Brett's for sure.
All right.
100%.
So before you get going on that,
Yeah.
you've got your picture, Trev?
Yep.
Excellent.
What do you see on that beer? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So it's.
There we go. Producer Pete's having a heck of a time over there.
Thank goodness you brought 6, Trevor. Let me tell you.
So it's a little different. They say it's a cream ale. It's definitely has that cream ale texture to it, but with a little bit of peach juice in it.
Yeah.
That's what I get out of it. It's enjoyable. I like
Nice.
it. It's good.
Nice.
We'll have to see
So
how
I'm taking a look at this Common Good Beer Company beer. It's like we mentioned, the Wexford Oatmeal Stout, 5.0 ABV and 30 IBUs.
Nice.
Producer Pete just checking in on him.
I
May
might
have to get a
out.
new shirt.
What's going on?
Just go that route.
Struggle busted over there. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, we're not going to pause it. We're going to keep on.
Oh, we're doing this live.
No, we're just going to keep.
Oh,
on
okay,
going.
we're doing this live.
So,
Okay.
Trevor, go through your beer here and just let us know what you have. Give it some taste and see what's up.
I've had a couple sips of it. I can say it reminds me a lot of the Sleeman cream ale, and if you took a little bit of Tim Hortons peach drink and just kind of mixed it in there, that's what I'm getting.
Tim Hortons peach drink is lovely though.
Okay, I'm going to just pull these two out and see where we're at.
There you go.
We've got a Brut IPA with Eclipse Hop, so another common good beer company. Wild Style number 4. I'll let you describe that one, Brett, in a second here. And then we've got our favorite, Rogue Rouge.
Rogue Rouge, yeah, the debate, yeah.
Which is a New England style pale ale, which is Nothing Really Matters number 12. So I'm going to get these in and poured here in a second because Producer Pete is
Struggling.
Chris, go on and talk about your beer there, and I'll be right back, fellas.
All right. Well, this is a pretty, I'd say basic kind of oatmeal stout. You definitely get kind of a little bit of the thickness that you would expect from, using the oats in the stout. But we mentioned about the temperature before. This is a perfect temperature. It got some nice flavors coming through on this one.
So I'm just going to use some context here in terms of what Producer Pete's going through, and Trevor for maybe leaving a few of the facts of one of the beers that were in the bag.
Probably should have told them that. Yeah.
Yes. So there could have been a smoothie sour involved, and you're supposed to keep those refrigerated.
They are. It has been refrigerated. It's
apparently not enough.
No.
They say, or put them on the side.
I've had it for. It's not exactly fresh either.
Yes.
So
You're supposed to drink those pretty fresh.
Yeah.
And so on the travel here, obviously your car was probably pretty warm. So some of the fruit puree, for example, would have re-fermented, which would have caused the can to explode right in Pete's face.
I believe you experienced one of those explosions.
I have
before,
had that
Brett.
before too. So I'm glad Producer Pete has finally figured out what an explosion to his face is, with beer-wise. The joke was there. So Producer Pete is back on task. I was going to say task. He's back on it right now.
He's working hard to get those photos for
the one
everybody.
thing about it though is I thought I was going to have a beer by now, but turns out I'm still beerless.
I think it's coming.
Trevor may actually have time to drink too.
Yeah, I might actually. I'm working on it here. This is actually really good. I like this.
Interesting. Okay. I know I've had the peachy cream ale from Old Tomorrow. They also have a strawberries version as well.
Yes, they do.
Both of them are kind of like not exactly hits for me. They're not terrible, but would describe them as super, super good, if you will.
Yeah. If I was to give this a rating on Untapped, I'd probably give it a 3.5, 3.75.
3.5,
Yeah.
3.75. There you
Okay.
go. Oh my goodness. I think we may.
Are you getting a beer delivery?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
I got
boy.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So I'm gonna pour. I'm gonna pick one out here. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me pick one out for Producer Pete.
Yes. He looks like he feels like he needs one.
I'm gonna just decide for him based on the two that we have in front of us.
Absolutely. So I'm actually going to go ahead and describe my beer now that I finally have it in my hands. It is from Common Good, as Tyler mentioned earlier. It is a Brut IPA with Eclipse hops, Wild Style number 4, 7.2%, 20 IBUs, and it is described as, well, there's one in every family, and number 4 is the Brut of the Wild Style family, brewed with a special enzyme. Interesting. It finishes dry with very little residual sugar.
Lizzo.
English, math, all the languages, everything else. earning the moniker Champagne IPA, because a brewed IPA is a Champagne IPA.
It is, yeah.
Subsequent dry hopping with Australian Eclipse hops delivers a fruit-forward IPA with distinct mandarin pine and citrus peel flavors, and it's just the kind of brute that I'm going to want to make friends with. Okay.
I did forget to mention for my beer on Untapped, it's a 3.53 overall. And Trevor, you have had this, and
Yes.
You gave it a 3.75.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Common Good is the brewery that is closest to where I live in Toronto. So
Your local watering hole.
my
if you
local
will.
watering hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got mine here. Nothing Really Matters, number 12. Yeah, so just on the look of it, there's a...
I'm not sure what Pete's trying to show me. Maybe some floaties in there.
Settlings?
Yeah,
Sediment.
there might be some sediment in it.
Good for the producer.
And we'll
Tyler,
get to his
back to
beer.
you.
We'll get to his beer in a second. Like, calm down, Pete. Yeah, big head on this one. Big head pour on these. Also, I must say, Trevor, I'm a little disappointed in the temperature. You know, they all came in a little bit warmer, and I think that might have induced some of the explosion that we saw.
explosion,
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Early
Yes,
on,
re-fermented.
Yep. And my kitchen might need a reno. It does not. It looks like a crime scene.
Did you take pictures of that to put on Instagram? That'd be great.
And I think, in all fairness to this is why when I talked to producer Pete, I said he should just drink the beers because he's had them for a bit. This is the result. So I'm going to get into this one a little bit here. Try it. Big fluffy head on it.
I'm going to go back to mine just so everybody knows. Again, Wild Still number 4, brewed IPA. 94 check-ins, 3.87 overall. Trevor has had it, and you have it as a 4.25.
So the Nothing Really Matters number 12 is no longer in production.
Oh,
And you see
there
that
you go.
from time to time on Untapped, so
Yep.
that way you can kind of see if you've had that. So nothing like having a beer after it no longer is being made. So Trev, you've also had this one as well. It said pretty decent pale ale, piney, but not in a super dank way. 3.75, 176 check-ins, and it is a 4.01. So that's impressive.
That is good.
You did give us some highly ranked beers. I will give you that.
You did, yeah.
Thank God I
Very
don't
good
stuff
job.
on the 6-pack of Sleeman.
All right, so we got again Rogue River. We've got for producer Pete the Mo Just number 2, which is a hazy double IPA, 8.3%. So hopefully this can help calm his PTSD from opening beers in the future. All right, so that's what we've got. That's what we've had. Have you guys gone
God.
through? And maybe did you rank yours, or did you give an idea of what you feel like on yours? Or
Yeah, I kind of talked about mine a little bit. I think, Trevor, you had rated this one at 3.75. I'm probably going to sit around that for this beer, I'd say. I'm only about a quarter through, so maybe drink it a little bit more and see if that changes.
For myself, when I saw that Mr. Tyler picked me out a Brute IPA, I'm going to be honest with you, Brute IPA is probably one of my least favorite styles of beer.
that's why I got it for you.
Yep, that makes sense. So once I got through the, 4-finger head that was obviously, wasn't supposed to happen like that, but, it happened.
Hey, we just keep going on the fly.
Just keep going on the fly like we did.
Yep.
I'm going to give this one probably either a 3 or 3.25. Again, the temperature, if it was colder, maybe would have brought it up a little bit.
Yeah. And so I'm going to look at the Mojus number 2, producer Pete's. There's 194 check-ins, and it's a 4.12. So that's looking,
That's good, yeah.
looking pretty good. For this one here that I'm drinking, the Nothing Really Matters number 12. I'm probably at like a 3.5, 3.75. We'll see how it goes. Subject to change, and you can go ahead and take a look at our Untaps, and we'll post what our final ratings are.
I feel a little bit bad, but partly not bad, that I got the beer that is, best served at this temperature and okay to age.
Good for you.
Suckers.
Everybody's so
It
happy.
just worked out that way. Sorry,
Trev, you got
boys.
something to say for yourself?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I should have been thinking a little bit more ahead about this, but I
do,
bought these.
do you not have a beer fridge at home?
You had this all the way from
I
December.
live
to think
in
about it.
an apartment like
Yeah.
this size,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's
But You have a fridge in it, right?
You know what?
Yeah, but I have
it's all
food
good.
and other things in it.
Priorities.
I don't want to say who doesn't allow me to have all my beer in the fridge.
There it is.
Well, you've already blamed her for something. So.
You might as well
You know
sink
what?
the
We'll
ship.
blame her for this too. How's that sound?
We should mention too that that the producer does agree with everybody's issues with the temperature, and
Yep.
I would agree too. And he thinks it might be a little bit past its expiry. He's experiencing a lot of sediment in the bottom of his glass. He's going to give his Mo Juice number 2 a 2.5, but he would like to have it fresh or off the tap.
So this means that Trevor's going to redeem himself and get him one
If he
that
wanted,
is super fresh.
Yeah, if he wanted a beer that didn't have sediment, I mean, there's one on my floor right now.
And on the ceiling and on the wall.
Was your kitchen thirsty?
It's honestly, it looked like it needs a good steam mop.
Okay.
All
We
right.
got to get Dexter in here to clean it up.
Thank you for
Producer
watching.
Dexter, yes, and you're
Thank you for watching on YouTube. This will be
Yes,
probably
thank you.
our first one. It's a little bit chaotic, but you know what?
And you're going to get
You can
quite
see
the
it.
behind the scenes access.
If
to
you
this.
are listening to it, I do recommend that you go and you do watch it because there's a lot of there's a lot of movement going on over here. But we got through it, and again, this is our first in-person guest, and so
and maybe your last at this point.
everything's a trial and tribulation, right? So
Glad to be the dummy here, guys.
Thank you.
You said it, not us. So that's all for today's producer special. And remember, sharing is always caring. Keeping it cold is always great too.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. So thank you to everyone for listening and watching. If you're looking on YouTube, keep on listening every other Thursday as we release a new episode. And on our off Thursdays for these unique producer specials.
Remember to drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and make sure that when you bring beers, they're, fresh.
Yeah.
And don't go all over kitchens.
So from all of us and producer Pete, who needs a new t-shirt, I'm Tyler.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Chris. And
Trevor.
And Trevor. Trevor's here too.
Yes. And together, we're the Craft Beer Connoisseurs.